welcome to Wintercrest Field, and very excited for today's special summer edition of Prep Baseball with the very odd and canceled Minnesota State High School League season, of course. Many of these kids, July the 9th, and many of these kids getting their first game action of the summer. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate. We'll talk much more about how this all came together as we move through. Blaine against Coon Rapids. Ben Walruff, the shortstop, ready to lead off. Brendan O'Brien behind him. Then Gavin Gillen, Parker Dahlman, Spencer Hellberg, Austin Barnier, Dylan Berg, Connor Ogden, and Tyler Vogel round out the lineup. Jack Varsity gets the start for the Cardinals, and he starts with a strike. Gets in front of the count 0-1.
Of course, this is the first game for Coon Rapids. Blaine's had a game. They had actually two games, played a doubleheader yesterday. And Walruff, who's at the plate, hit 400 during the game, a double and a triple last night.
Most of the kids on the Coon Rapids roster are going to be juniors, a couple of sophomores sprinkled in. And, a lot of these guys may have been contributors at the varsity level. They're calling this varsity because it's between the high school programs and a short schedule kind of thrown together once the okay was given right at the end of June.
I just love the fact that they're out on the field now. They get this opportunity to play. Even though it's summer and the school year is over, they still get together as a team and get a chance to be competitive and get some ball in before the fall.
After getting ahead 0-2, couple outside the zone, the count is even at 2-2 for Walrat. Pitch from Varsity just misses, and the count is full.
Yeah, it was a nice pitch, just a little bit up in the zone.
First two pitches look great right at the knees, and Walrat never flinched. So far has not brought the bat off his shoulder. Here's a full count pitch from Varsity to Walruff. Swung on and slowly rolled to first. Patrick Wright able to scoop it up and easily tag the bag for out number one.
Yeah, nice to start off the game with an easy play there.
And Wright, one of those sophomores, last year's sophomores, going to be juniors. Lucas LeBrant at second base. Jackson Fierce is at short. Dominic Espinoza at third. Jermu, Clark, and Roloff in the outfield. Ricky Petrov doing the catching. And Aaron Yund is not the starting pitcher. Not in the starting lineup for game one. Expect to see him behind the plate in game two. This is Jack Varsity and got the ground out. Now behind in the count, 1-0 to O'Brien. And that one left a little high as well, 2-0. Now misses down and away, and 3-0.
Head coach Matt Mossy, of course, doing double duty this year. He's coaching both the varsity and the Legion squad.
At the same time. He does that normally, but yeah, as it all come together, what they did, the quote-unquote Legion season is similar. Once they got the go-ahead, they took all of last year's seniors, the class of 2020, and we look forward to seeing some of those games this summer as well.
Monday, our first game.
An opportunity to, see some of those athletes that were robbed of their final year. But that's going to be mostly seniors, a couple of juniors mixed in. But that's going to be a majority of what would have been last year's varsity team. And it should be fun to see them play as well. And so he did so well enough, did Coach Mossy, that he did not schedule any conflicts between those two clubs.
Yeah, it was great, and it's great that normally obviously is the varsity coach for baseball during the school season. But
after the walk, Gavin Gillen digs in and takes a pitch for a strike, 0-1. Our officials a little late in arriving, but our base umpire got here right at the right time because it was as soon as there was a base runner.
He planned it that way. Gillen actually pitched a complete game last night, 4 Ks and no walks, and
a pair of 5-inning games.
Yeah, they played Centennial. They split with them.
Kind of interesting way to do it. The Coon Rapids squad will be playing a mix of doubleheaders, 7-inning doubleheaders or 9-inning games through this. The pitch or the pickoff was in the dirt. Skips past right and easily over to second on the error is O'Brien.
And now with one away, the Bengals have a runner in scoring position.
One pitch from Varsity. Grounded back up the middle. Coming in on it is Racine. He'll scoop, throw to right for out number 2. O'Brien over to third on the play. But there are 2 away.
Well, you get that, obviously get that important second out. Now I just try and worry about the hitter at the plate and don't let that run come across.
Cleanup hitter, first baseman Parker Dahlman.
Well, Dahlman has some power. He had 400 in that those first 2 games, but hit a game-tying 2-run homer last night.
Long, tall strike zone. Attacking at the knees is Varsity. And he gets ahead in the count 0-1. Been able to do so on the 3 of the first 4 he's faced. Now up and in, and it's 1-1. And another called strike. Varsity ahead of the count 1-2. Curveball stays inside, 2-2 now. The count to Parker Dahlman. Yep. 2 away, the runner at third is Brendan O'Brien. No score here in the top of the first inning.
I like the thought of that pitch with that curve and trying to get him to swing at something maybe outside of the zone, but he was patient at the plate.
Comes back with a fastball, and this one kind of handcuffed him, rolled it down to right. And it was just foul in front of the bag before Wright could get to it. So Dahlman gets a second life.
Yeah, it wasn't foul by much.
Fastball swung on and missed. Strikeout to end the threat for Jack Varsity. Cardinals' first chance to bat of the summer comes up right after this on CTN. Nice hands, drives and scores. Picked him off Fans happy to be back at the ballpark watching the boys of summer. It was long delayed and much anticipated a return to some form, some semblance of normality.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's something that people look forward to, is the fact they can get out and they can watch a little ball and relax, and everybody's, for the most part, social distancing.
And the weather has cooperated beautifully.
Yeah,
it was
humid.
Horribly hot yesterday.
Yes.
But today, lower 80s. A little humid, but overcast, so it's not
I'll take it.
blazing. We're going to try and do a doubleheader. Very comfortable weather. And the Coon Rapids Cardinals will come to the plate for the first time, led by shortstop Jackson Fierce. Dominic Espinoza on deck behind him. The catcher Ricky Petroff hitting third, with the pitcher Jack Varsity cleaning things up. Patrick Wright is hitting in the 5 spot, with Parker Roloff hitting behind him. Nathan Clark, another sophomore in the lineup, playing center and hitting 6th. Jermoon Jennings and Andrew Racine will complete the order for head coach Matt Mossy. Austin Barnier gets the start on the hill for the Bengals.
Well, you've had an opportunity, I know, to see a lot of these young men because obviously your son plays
Over the
on
years.
the squad. Over the years, yeah.
Not yet this season.
Well,
That's
no,
why I'm so excited to be here today.
I get that.
Jackson Fierce looks at a pitch up high. And another one. Compact strike zone
Yes, he does.
for Mr. Fierce. Seen him play since he was about 9 or 10 years old. Always a solid ball player. I'm very excited about the class for 2021 to see baseball next spring. A lot of kids that I've known for a lot of years. Mine included, obviously.
Right. Yeah, it just it amazes me how fast kids grow up. By the time you blink your eyes, they're seniors in high school.
And that's a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man. Fierce will trot down to first.
Fierce to first.
And that'll bring up Dominic Espinoza. This is a kid that Aaron played his first year T-ball with, so when they were, 5? Aaron turns 18 in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yikes.
I'm old.
You're old.
Shapiro, I'm right.
You're old.
Another pitch up high. Barnier having some trouble bringing it down into the zone. All 5 have been up high. There he finds it. And he gets called strike to even the count. I'm loving our official. He was worth the wait.
He was worth the wait. Yeah, it's nice to have, we've been doing the town ball, really just the one official. We get a couple here tonight, which is always good. Always good to have that extra man on the base paths, and man or woman, I should say.
Official.
Official.
Keep an eye on Fierce. He's there without trouble. Espinosa waits on a 1-1 pitch. Hits it right back to Barnier. He'll go to second. Walraff, the turn is in time. 1-6-3. Double play erases the leadoff walk.
Yeah, again, that nice play started by your pitcher. Make sure you got that lead runner, and then the throw was close over at the bag. We'll see. Just got him.
So now base is empty, 2 outs, and Ricky Petrov comes to the plate. Definitely a kid who has some power. And he's one of the Cardinals that plays some traveling club ball, so I think he's maybe played a couple of games. Not a lot of opportunities even for the traveling clubs to get games in thus far. This one fouled back to the backstop. And Barnier, after struggling, is up in the count 0-2, an opportunity to end this inning quick. That one's in the dirt.
That's not going to end it.
No. But it was worth it. Throw it away on 0-2.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
See if he chases, of course.
Got another pitch to work with.
I think Ricky gets to first if it goes that far. This one chopped back up the middle. Barnier fielding his position well again. Easy 1-3 out. Nothing out of the infield after a leadoff walk. Barnier faces just 3 men. And after 1, there is no score. You're watching Coon Rapids and Blaine on CTN.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
After quarantine, everyone's bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. What they came back with, a different energy. But something was off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really
Here with the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Back at Wintercrest. And a beautiful evening for baseball. Just underway in game one of a doubleheader between Coon Rapids and Blaine. A lot of kids we're seeing, again, might have had an impact at varsity, but didn't have an opportunity to play this last year. And I think I'm not sure exactly how they're organized at Blaine, but I'm assuming this is mostly juniors with the Blaine squad.
Right.
So their seniors also kind of playing with the Legion team over there. So most of these kids we'll see next spring. And be interesting to see. It's always fun to see the rivalry between Blaine and Coon Rapids.
It is. And at one point during this pandemic, there wasn't an opportunity that anybody thought maybe we won't be playing games. So they thought there was an opportunity that we can't get any baseball in. And so the fact that we're actually playing today is phenomenal.
First pitch skied and back out of play, 0-1. Spencer Helberg, the Bengal catcher, leading off here in the top of the second inning. Almost got him to go after the off-speed pitch up high, 1-1.
Yeah, and it didn't miss by a lot up high, too, and that's why he thought about offering at it.
Fastball hits into short right field, and it's going to drop in no man's land for a leadoff single for Spencer Helberg.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. There's no opportunity for either roll-off or Racine to get out there. That's just going to find the green.
It's not about how hard you hit it.
Nope. Yeah, and you're going to see it.
Courtesy runner. Joe Smith.
He has a good first name.
He does. And now the pitcher, Austin Barnier, an opportunity to try and help his own cause. Fastball down and away, 1-0.
Well, they had a base runner on last inning, but the Cardinals were able to retire the order before a run came across. And now, of course, they have a leadoff runner here to start the second.
I'm a fan of him, not only due to his name, but his stature.
Yeah.
always puts him near the top of my list. Varsity keeping a little bit of an eye on him. Comes home. Throw down from Petrov. Not nearly in time. Smith back plenty safely. 2-1.
I like the effort from Petrov, just making sure he snaps that throw down there to keep him honest.
That's called strike. 2-2.
Nice pitch there to even up the count.
Well, Jack's got some great stuff.
Yep.
And when he finds the rhythm, he can really be hard to do anything against. That pitch, unfortunately, inside, ball 4. And 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the second inning for the Bengals.
And the Bengals here with an opportunity to see if they can draw first blood, get that first run, at least that first run on the board.
Center fielder Dylan Berg, 2 on, nobody out here in a scoreless second inning. Drops down a bunt, and it's a good one. Varsity fields nobody at the bag at first.
Yeah, that's just a mental error on the Cardinal defense. And it was a pretty bunt too.
It was.
Yeah, it was very pretty. They weren't going to get any of the 2 lead runners. It was the only chance they had was that out at first. But unfortunately, nobody covering the bag, and all runners are safe, bases loaded, nobody out.
Well, and that's the kind of thing that obviously, first game action, first time this group has hit the field together. Not a lot of time in practice. What little time they've had, I don't think they've done a lot of bunt defense, but maybe some, but probably not a ton.
I would imagine. But it's
and
good.
Obviously, not on the same page on how they were going to handle if there was a bunt, which it was a perfect bunt situation.
It was.
Your number 7 hitter at the plate.
Well, and Coach Mossy, it was a good opportunity for him to go to the mound, just kind of settle guys down, talk about a few things.
Connor Ogden takes a fastball high, 1-0. Corners of the infield are in. Looking to cut down that lead run if possible. 2-0. Varsity finds the zone, 2-1.
Yeah, nice pitch right at the knees. Needed that strike.
Inside makes it 3-1. And now Varsity in danger of walking home the game's first run.
And Petrov did a nice job of going to his left, making sure he blocked that ball.
Yeah, getting by the catcher would not be good.
Nope.
So on chop foul, and the count is full.
There's Ted Erickson, head coach for the Bengals squad.
Big pitch right here for Varsity. Fouled off of his ankle, and smile on his face. He seems all right. We'll try it again.
Yeah, he's got a big smile on his face. He's okay. It stings a little bit.
It'll hurt more tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ooh, right near the knee.
Yeah.
Might feel that one in the morning.
He'll leave a little bit of a mark, maybe.
Maybe. So another 3-2 pitch from Varsity to Ogden. Reaches out, pops that one back and out of play, and stays alive. This one chopped down the line at third, past a diving Espinoza into the corner. Helberg scores, or Smith scores easy. Barnier will come in to score as well. It'll be a 2-run single for Connor Ogden. Dylan Berg checks in at third. Still nobody out in this second inning.
That was a nice at-bat by Connor Ogden. He did a good job of keeping his at bat alive, worked the count, and then a nice base hit down that right field line, scoring 2 and giving the Bengals the early lead.
That's a left field.
I'm sorry, did I say right field?
You did.
I meant the left field. It's my other left.
Just inside the bag, past a drawn-in third baseman. Good effort by Espinoza, but comes up empty, and now runners at the corner, still nobody out. 2 already across. The number 9 hitter, Tyler Vogel, trying to keep this going. Swings and misses, 1-0. 0-1. One of those 2.
Left, right, 0-1, 1-0.
Hey, it's still early in the season for us as well. Normally I'm much, well, maybe not much, but I'm a little bit sharper later by this time in the season.
It's all the facial hair.
It's slowly going away. This one foul and out of play. 0-2 to Vogel. Swung on and missed a big out for Varsity and the Cardinals.
Yeah, it was huge. They needed it.
Well, the inning started with a little bloop single to right, then a walk, then the bunt single due to the failed coverage, then that single down the line, but now a strikeout and back to the top of the order. Ben Walraff rolled a slow one to first, leading off the first. Runner from first is going. Petrov will just let him take second, keeping sure that Berg doesn't try to come home from third. Pitch was down and in, 1-0 to Walraff. Outside, 2-0.
Of course, we talked about this, the first game of the season for the Cardinals.
Curveball chopped to the right side, fielded by Wright. He'll get the out at first, but that'll bring Berg in from third with the third run of the inning.
And again, nice job, nice at bat. You get something on the ground, you allow that third run to come across and sacrifice yourself for the out to get that third run.
And it advances Ogden over to third. 2 outs now for Brendan O'Brien. O'Brien walked on 4 pitches, ended up stranded at third. Trying to see if he can find something here with 2 out. First pitch down in the dirt, 1-0.
O'Brien had a double and a single last night in those games against Centennial.
That one's in there. Good movement on that pitch for Varsity. Evens the count, 1-1.
Yeah, and they just want to get out of this inning at this point.
Fastball
Nice
in
pitch.
for a strike, 1-2.
Well, good opportunity for Varsity here, being ahead in the count. We'll see if he, where he wants to spot it.
Trying to tempt him with something outside. O'Brien's not biting. It's 2-2. Good stop by Petrov. Keeps runners from advancing.
Yeah, again, able to get his body in front of the ball and keep it in front of him.
3-2 count now to Brendan O'Brien. Swung on and missed. Third strikeout of the game for Jack Varsity, but 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 left for the Bengals puts them on the scoreboard as we head to the bottom of the second.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How is it? Is it good?
Back at Wintercrest Field, a big inning, top half for the Blaine Bengals. Got 3 hits, 3 runs, and a 3-0 lead, and a good start. First pitch hit well down the line, but hooking foul for Jack Varsity. He'd like to get out some frustrations after that inning on the mound.
Yes, he would, and
gave it a good ride.
He did. Just couldn't keep it fair.
Yeah, Barnier started that first inning with a 4-pitch walk and then fell behind 1-0, but then turned around, got a double play and another ground ball that he started both of those plays.
He did.
To get the 3 outs and only faced the minimum. Varsity goes down and rolls this one to short. Walraff the throw over to Dahlman for out number 1.
And that ball came to him quickly and double clutched a little bit, but threw him out in plenty of time.
That'll bring up first baseman Patrick Wright.
Coach Mossy was commenting on Patrick and saying he can really hit the ball.
Big, strong kid, class of 22. Rolls this one to Walraff. Plenty of time. Throw is low in the dirt, skips past, and Wright is on with the error.
I mean, that ball was hit deep, and he would have had to make a quick throw. And again, he didn't have what he needed on it, and it hit the dirt and got past the first baseman.
Hey, he had plenty of time.
He did.
And he just double clutches and then just throws it short.
Well, we saw him double clutch on that last one. Not much that Dahlman could do about it.
So now Parker Roloff, an opportunity with a man on base, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Cardinals trying to respond to a 3-run top half by the Bengals. Fastball in for a called strike, 0-1.
Yeah, they certainly would like to at least try and cut into this lead here in this inning. Now you've got nobody out, or 1 out, I'm sorry, and a base runner.
Up high. Fastball misses low. Good effort at framing it by Spencer Hellberg, but it's 2-1. right the runner at first base, 1 out. Parker Roloff awaits a 2-1 pitch from Barnier. It's in for a called strike, and it's even at 2-2.
Again,
Was that a strike?
Yeah, I think our official declared it was a strike.
Love it.
I know. He's vocal. I like that.
Barnier able to get it past Roloff, a swinging strike 3, a big second out.
Yeah, it certainly is. As we talk, these are 7-inning games. We'll see a pair of them today and tonight.
And that brings up center fielder Nathan Clark, the other 2022 class of that is in the starting lineup tonight. Pitch in the dirt to the backstop, right over to second on a wild pitch. Comes back with a fastball for a strike and evens the count to Clark, 1-1. Up high, 2-1.
The Cardinals would love to come away with a run here. 2 away.
This one skied behind the plate, a chance for Hellberg. Plenty of time to camp out underneath it, squeeze it closed for out number 3. Cardinals get a base runner on an error. Move him to second on a wild pitch. But that was all she wrote in the second. They trail the Bengals 3-0 after 2 on CTN.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Plants throws deep downfield. Milwaukee behind the defense has the catch, and he is gone.
Great showing in the 100 butterfly. She can't quite catch the leader. And it's hard to throw you for a loop.
No, not when it comes to swimming.
Bit humid.
It's humid.
But a beautiful night for baseball.
Yes. Anytime we get out here and catch some ball, it's a beautiful night. And got a nice crowd here, spreading out down the left field line. I see the DuPonts all the way down the end of the left field fence. They come to a lot of games.
Down at the end.
No, well,
all the way out at the street in the bright orange shirt. Is the one and only Coach Don Bright.
Yes. There he is.
Gavin Gillen and Parker Dahlman, the only 2 batters to not get an at-bat in the second inning for the Bengals. They scored 3 on a kind of funky inning for Coon Rapids. Made Jack Varsity work a lot more than he wanted to through that first 2 innings. This one skied. It will get into foul territory, right over for a look, but it's going to get out of play.
Look, there's Dave Imme. Hey, Dave.
Speaking of the one and only.
The one and only. He's everywhere.
1-1 now the count to Gavin Gillen. Gillen, a ground ball to second base his first time up. Pitch breaks and misses it just inside. 2-1. This one skied behind second. Back on it is Racine. He's called off by Roloff, who makes the catch for out number 1.
Well, that's what they need to. They need to get that first out. Obviously, he had threw too many more pitches than he would like to have. Although, his strike to ball ratio is pretty good.
In the second.
Not
so much.
Not in the first, but as he
49 pitches through 2 innings.
That's too many.
26 for strikes, so a little better than 50% isn't bad. This one hit hard and scattering the parents over there. Yeah, if you're going to hit it at a guy, those are the 2 biggest guys in the park right there. This guy's right over the head of both Todd Varsity and Mark Jermu. Made Mark move a little bit. Fastball gets a strike on Dahlman. It's 0-2. He hit that one pretty hard.
He did. Oh, yeah.
Well, foul, obviously. This one hit well to left. Jermu is there, and he says, "I got you, Pop." He chased you out of your chair with one. I'll just take care of it, get the out for you.
That's a good sign.
It was fitting.
Yep.
Spencer Hellberg started the big inning for Blaine in the second with a bloop down the right field line into no man's land. Takes a pitch inside, 1-0. This one hit to shallow center. Clark waiting on it. Comes in, makes the catch. In a relatively easy third inning, 3 fly balls to the outfield, equally distributed between left, right, and center. We'll be back. Cardinals trying to climb back in this one. They trail 3-0 on CTN.
Oh, it's so nice to all be sitting down together. You can tell me something they did today.
I drew a horsey.
Good for you, son.
I started smoking.
I love you too, sweetheart.
I'm selling bongs out of our minivan.
I got a tramp stamp.
I'm getting implants.
I'm dating your brother.
Uh-huh.
I'm cooking meth in the basement.
Great idea, kiddo. That's why you're so popular at school.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Back at Wintercrest Field, 3-0 Blaine after 2.5 innings. Jennings, Jermu, Andrew Racine, and then back to the top of the order for Jackson Fierst.
Yeah, Cardinals looking for their first hit of the night.
That pitch is low, 1-0. And another one. His strike zone's a little bit higher off the ground than many, if not most.
I was just going to say that.
It's longer than most. I'm pretty sure he's the tallest on the team. I think he goes about 6'3", 6'4". Inside, 3-0. Looking all the way, and a called strike makes it 3-1.
And he had to come back with that fastball and get that strike. Doesn't want to walk the leadoff hitter.
This one hit into short right. It'll fall in front of Vogel. And he nearly had a play at first.
He thought about it.
But decided not to throw, and it's a leadoff single for Jermu.
A nice piece of hitting there as he's able to find the green.
And Vogel got there right away. I don't know if Dahlman just wasn't ready, but
he seemed to be standing on the bag. Maybe he just decided not to throw it to avoid making any particular error on the play. But
Andrew Racine stands in and takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. This one chopped back up the middle. Walraff scoops, tosses to O'Brien for one. The throw is not in time. Great save at first by Dahlman.
Yeah, I thought I got by him at first, the way he had to have to move to his left. But again, a nice play defensively. Get the lead runner, and then a nice job making sure that ball didn't get past you at first.
Yeah, he did a great job. Yeah. And even if it does get by him, you see Hellberg is there smartly backing up the play. Back to the top of the order, Jackson Fierst walked and then thrown out as part of a double play. This one hit very foul, 0-1. Speaking of coaches, Jeff Lindstrom over past the Cardinal bullpen, keeping an eye on the ball. This one softly on a line to first. Dahlman squeezes it, tags the bag for the unassisted double play. Second double play for Blaine on defense in just 3 innings. They have a 3-0 lead. You're watching CTN's live coverage of high school baseball.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
After quarantine, everyone's bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. But they came back with a different energy. But something was off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really was.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. see you on mice.
Beautiful night at Wintercrest Park for some high school baseball. Blaine a 3-0 lead as we start the fourth. Austin Barnier, first pitch, grounded to third. Espinoza's throw, great stretch. Wow, that's an impressive stretch by Patrick Wright at first.
Yeah, you talk about defense, a good defensive play by Patrick. Got the uniform dirty, too, a little bit. We'll see it again. It's a nice job digging that out. The throw's a little bit low, but able to make sure he got the glove on it for the first out.
First pitch to Dylan Berg fouled back and out of play. Berg a bunt single and then scored a run. Bender stays inside, 1-1. This one hit well to center. Clark on his horse, can't track it down. And then slips trying to get it back in, and turning and going for three is Berg. He's there safely.
I don't know if he hurt himself out there.
Obviously didn't get the traction he had hoped, and looks like he's retying his
could
cleat.
Be.
So as he went to plant, he just tripped up.
Yep.
He's up and walking.
He's fine. Yeah.
So they score that as a triple or a double plus an error?
I would think it's a double plus an error because if he didn't fall, he would have stayed at second. I don't think he was going to try and stretch it, but once he went down to the turf, he realized he had that extra opportunity to take the extra base.
Connor Ogden, grounder down the third base line, drove in two. Now with the runner at third, only one out here in the top of the fourth inning. Bengals trying to expand their lead. Ogden well in front of the off-speed pitch, 1-1. Up high, 2-1.
So far, just the one out in the inning. The Bengals are threatening here to add at least another run. Already up 3-0 in the top of the fourth.
Inside, 3-1. Good pitch right there in the zone, and it's a full count for Connor Ogden.
Well, and he needed it. If he can get this batter at the plate, get that
Ogden,
second out.
if you remember, had gotten to a full count, fouled off a couple of two-strike pitches before he laced it down the line and drove in the game's first two runs. And this one foul territory. Good effort by Petrov, but it is out of play. And we will try again. One out, runner at third base, another full count pitch from Varsity to Ogden. Just high, ball four.
Didn't miss by much, but now you You get right ahead. Now you have runners on the corners with just one out. He had the opportunity, but you lost it. And gave him the free pass.
Well, Ogden was in this position sort of in the second inning. There were nobody out, but he had just singled, and there were runners at the corners. He advanced to second on fielder's indifference. See if he takes off again on a first pitch. Bunt attempt, foul, back to the backstop, and that was the suicide squeeze.
Yes, it was.
As Berg was right on top of the plate when that bat hit the ball.
Yeah, and he able to place that down. That would have been an easy run scored for the Bengals.
Always enjoy the suicide squeeze.
Yep.
Runner going to second. Throw by Petrov is out into the outfield. And coming in easily from third is Dylan Berg. Ogden will stay at second. He will get a stolen base. Berg will score on the second Cardinal error of the inning.
A little surprised he threw the ball in this situation.
One and one, the count to Vogel. Runner at second, still only one out. 4-0 lead now for the Bengals. Called strike, evens it up at 2-2. Fastball up and in, and the count is full.
Yeah, we see a little bit of action now in the Cardinal bullpen, trying to get the number. It's Bradley.
Nicholas Bradley.
Nicholas Bradley.
Another one of the class of 2022.
I'm glad you said something because he really does have two first names, so it could have gone either way. But
and now it's Vogel that is going deep in the count against Varsity. Fouls back another full count pitch. And another. Runner is going to third. The pitch is down and in. There's no throw. He will earn the walk.
Yeah, smart play, too. You get that base runner now at third. Still one away.
Ricky Petrov out to have a word with his pitcher. After a solid bounce back inning in the third, another long one here in the fourth. Runners at the corners, one already across, just one out. It's a 4-0 lead for the Bengals. Pitch is down low, stopped up by Petrov. He'll turn and look as Vogel gets over to second.
And now you get that runner in scoring position. You eliminate the opportunity for the double play.
Ben Walruff has grounded out to first both at bats thus far. He did drive in a run with his ground out in the second. Takes a pitch for a strike, 1-1. Bengals trying to pile it on here with 1 out in the 4th. And that pitch is inside, 2-1. 2 runners in scoring position, just 1 out. Just 1 hit in the inning. But it has been 3 straight base runners. Couple of errors mixed in there by the Cardinals. They have 3 in the game already. That's a called strike, 2-2.
Yeah, and if this at bat, if he can find something, maybe find a portion of the outfield, drill it to the gap, he's got an opportunity to score 2 runs here. Of course, the Cardinals do not want to see that happen. And Varsity looking to see if he can avoid that situation at 2-2. Didn't miss by much.
Full count. A lot of pitches just to these last 3 batters who have all gone to full counts. The 2 previous both getting walks after fouling off a couple as well. That one is swinging strike 3 and a much needed out for Varsity and the Cardinals.
Yeah, that was huge because they definitely needed that. And I think we're going to see a pitching change as head coach Matt Mossy is going to take a walk to the mound. And that will be it for Varsity.
He will leave with 2 runners on in scoring position. See if Bradley can come in and get the 3rd out without any more damage done here in the 4th. We'll take a break. Be back right after this on CTN.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The award-winning community programming by CTN Coon Rapids is funded exclusively by cable subscribers. Without those subscribers, we would not exist. So no more coverage of local news, stories, events, and sports in our community. So thank you for subscribing to cable TV and for supporting CTN.
So Nicholas Bradley comes in, and here it's 2 runners in scoring position, but 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. He'll face Brennan O'Brien. O'Brien, a walk and a strikeout. He's got Ogden at 3rd, Vogel at 2nd. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0.
Yeah, you talked about coming in here hoping to just to record that 3rd out without any more damage coming across. Blaine up 4-0.
Swung on and missed, 1-1. Can't catch up with that fastball either. It's 1-2.
Yeah, again, nice job getting in front of the count. An opportunity here just to got a couple pitches to work with, see if he can get him to maybe chase something, Joe.
Pitchers count at 1-2. Bradley comes with a fastball down and in. 2-2. And now down and in a full count. Curveball breaks way too early. That's ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Now you keep your inning alive and load the bases here for an opportunity to add on to this lead.
Gavin Gillen, a ground ball to second and a fly ball to right in the first and third, respectively. Opportunity with the bases juiced and 2 outs. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
If you're Bradley again, you just got to be concerned about that hitter. Don't worry about the guys on the base.
This one hit well, but it's going to get foul and out of play. 0-2. Down in the dirt, and it got away from Petrov. He gets spun around, and everybody's going to advance. Coming home with run number 5 is Connor Ogden.
Yeah, that ball, a tough one to get in front of. But he's able to. They're able to get that extra run and keep this inning alive again. And runners at second and third.
And a 1-2 count to Gillen. This one hit toward third, scoop by Espinoza. The throw on a line to right for out number 3, but 2 more across for the Bengals. They lead 5-0, middle of the 4th on CTN.
Hey.
Okay. If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my 3rd child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Blaine Bengals able to strike for 3 runs in the top half of the second inning. 2 of them on that single down the line by Connor Ogden. Ben Walruff drove the 3rd one in with a ground ball. They added 2 more in the 4th. Helped along by 2 Coon Rapids errors. Just 1 hit in that 4th inning. 3 walks, 2 Cardinal errors. A wild pitch and a pass ball. Last run coming across on that pass ball. They got Petrov crossed up. And as we get into the second half of this 7-inning contest, Coon Rapids needs to find an answer. Got their first hit in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, but hit into their second double play of the game already. Dominic Espinoza grounded into that first double play back in the 1st inning, hitting it back to Bernier. This one chopped to the right side. O'Brien throws to Dolman, out number 1.
Bernier's did a nice job on the mound. He's really kept the Cardinal hitters at bay here so far.
Well, and that's just his 35th pitch.
Yeah. He's been good.
To get one out in the fourth. It's been efficient.
Yes,
Coon Rapids batters have been aggressive. Ricky Petrov also grounding out to the pitcher back in the first inning. This time hit well to right. And a good job tracking it by Vogel for out number 2.
Yeah, he hit that on a rope too, but Vogel doing a nice job of just
It
moving
looked
to
like
his
Vogel's.
right.
It looked like Vogel's angle would take him underneath it, and he'd get over his head. He had to jump a little bit, but
he did.
Made the grab, and 2 outs on just 3 pitches for Austin Barnier here in the fourth, trying to get his hot hitting team back to the plate. Jack Varsity grounded out to shortstop first time up. Breaking pitch, missed down and away. Fastball just high, 2-0. Sinking pitch got Varsity swinging over the top. It's 2-1. I'll figure this game out eventually.
You'll fine. You'll get there eventually. You've only done a few.
And outside makes it 3-1.
Varsity trying to keep this inning alive for his squad.
Barnier walked the leadoff man in the first. It's the only walk he's given up to this point with 2 outs in the fourth. This one grounded to the left side, scooped up by Ogden. The throw is in time to Dahlman. And Coon Rapids retired 1-2-3 in the fourth. We go to the fifth. Blaine 5, Coon Rapids 0. You're watching high school baseball live on CTN.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at the ballpark, Blaine having a day against the Cardinals so far. 5 runs on just 4 hits through 4 innings. 3 Coon Rapids errors haven't helped.
No, they have not. Again, we talked about just the first game of the year for this squad.
Nicholas Bradley came in relief with 2 out in the last inning. This one hit to left. In on it is Jermu Jennings, but it hops in front of him. And it's a leadoff single for Parker Dahlman.
And not what the Cardinals wanted to see, is get that first batter of the inning on. Nice base hit there.
It'll bring up Spencer Hellberg. Singleton scored to start the 3-run second inning. pitch from Bradley's got some deceptive late movement. Elberg kind of got out on his toes and held off to watch it go outside. 1-0. This one foul back out of play. 1-1. This one skied, will stay in play. A chance for Petrov underneath it in foul territory. And he makes the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, good job staying with it. He's able to squeeze his mitt on it for this first out of the inning. Yeah, get straight underneath that pitch. And Ricky did a nice job there.
One out, one on for Austin Bernier. Bernier, a walk and a run scored back in that second inning. Grounded out to third his last time up. Nice little bender there from Bradley. Gets him ahead of the count, 0-1.
Bradley going to try to keep him close to the bag.
This one hit to right center. Over for it is Roloff. He makes the catch. And Dahlman retreats to first base, out number 2. Dylan Berg is 2 for 2 with a double, and he's scored twice, a bunt, single, and a double. That's his trips to the plate tonight, and he scored both times. Looks at the curveball away for ball 1, 1-0. The fastball just misses low, 2-0. This one skied to very short left. In on it is Jermu Jennings, and he's got it in leather for out number 3. A leadoff single, but then 3 pretty quick outs. And the Cardinals back at the plate. They need some offense after this on CTN.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. Everything.
I blew my ankle out and I got prescribed pain pills by my doctor.
If making my detox public is gonna help somebody, I'm all for it. I just wish I would have had a warning.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids Report It.
Oh, sweetie. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
summer baseball.
Gotta love it.
First game for most of the Coon Rapids kids. Certainly their first game as a team this summer. It is July the 9th. Welcome to 2020.
Oh, what a ride
and not
it's
the
been.
TV show. Right, rolls this one to short. Walref will take his time, make the throw, and there's one away.
A sharply hit ground ball directly to Walrath.
You remember when Barnier started struggling?
Yeah.
Came out, he threw the first 5 pitches out of the zone.
He's pitched pretty well since then.
Been pretty sharp ever since.
Yes.
The pitch count has been low, and again, Coon Rapids has been aggressive at the plate. They're swinging the bats. Roll off will send this one just over the head of Walrath for a 1-out single.
A nice piece of hitting there.
And again, first pitch.
First pitch.
Like to swing the bat, and I got no problem with that.
No, it's nothing wrong with being aggressive.
They haven't made a lot of solid contact.
Well, that was a solid base hit.
It was. And Jermu's hit was solid.
Yes, it was.
Still, the best hit ball was probably the flyout by Ricky Petroff in the last inning. And Barnier has induced several ground balls. He's got 2 double plays behind him. That always helps.
Yes, it does. Always good to let your defense do the work behind you.
Nathan Clark popping it up behind home plate. First time up back in the second inning. Now with a runner at first and 1 out. Barnier comes with a fastball to even the count at 1-1. And now strike 2.
Yeah, another nice pitch to get that second strike.
Down in the dirt, good stop by Hellberg. Kind of squirted away a little bit, but not far enough that Roloff would try to advance. 2-2 the count to Clark. Chops it to the right side. O'Brien over. He'll get the easy out at first. It does move the runner to second base, but 2 away now for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, a much better situation for your pitcher as he's able to get that second out.
Jermu with a single in his first at bat. Looks at a pitch down and away, 1-0. Good strong fastball called a strike on the inside edge, and the count is 1-1. High fly to short right. Over for it is Vogel. He has it for out number 3. And the shutout continues for Barnier and the Bengals. We're through 5. Blaine 5, Coon Rapids 0 on CTN.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
The county hopes construction of the overpass can start in March or April and be finished by the start of the new school year.
guess I'm going to live to be 100.
After quarantine, everyone's bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. What they came back with, a different energy. But something was off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really
Early
Pizza
game.
boy.
Pizza delivery.
Hope he tipped the pizza delivery guy.
Top of the 6th inning, Connor Ogden, Tyler Vogel starting things for the Bengals. Nicholas Bradley in his 3rd inning now of relief. Ogden singled, drove in a pair of runs with a single down the line in the 2nd. Walked and scored in the 4th. Outside, 3-0. And that's a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man. Not how Bradley was hoping to start.
No, not when you're trailing 5-0. You've got to be able to get keep those hitters off the base paths.
And now Tyler Vogel, strikeout and a walk.
He is vocal, our official.
Looks at a called strike on the first pitch, 0-1. Now in the dirt, stopped by Petrov. Off for it is Ogden. There will be no throw.
Yeah, as soon as that ball hit the dirt, he was off, and was off at the pitch, and not much opportunity for Petrov. Not a textbook slide, but he made it.
Well, again, they haven't had a lot of time to work on much of anything this summer. And high on the list is probably not directional sliding.
You don't think so?
Probably not. It's an art when done right. 1-1 count now to Tyler Vogel. They'll turn around and look at Ogden. He's back in time. Runner at second, nobody out. The 1-1 pitch swung on. Fastball up high. Gets Bradley ahead, and they count 1-2. Curveball, beautiful break on that pitch to drop in for strike 3. Froze Vogel, his 2nd time striking out tonight.
I mean, look at the drop in this ball. That was a pretty
pitch.
Yeah, that was.
Back to the top of the order, Ben Walruff looking for his first hit of the ball game. Comes in with Ogden at second and 1 out. Speed pitch floats inside, 1-0. He does have an RBI. Drove in a run back in that 3-run 6th inning, or 6th. We're in the 6th. Back in that 3-run 2nd inning. That's that inning.
There you go. You got it.
Right after the 1st, right before the 3rd.
It's usually the 2nd.
Yeah. 2-0. Now to Walraff. Three and 0. Started the inning with a 4-pitch walk, followed it with a 4-pitch strikeout, and now in danger of putting another man on base. He'll get the strike there, though, as Walraff was taking all the way.
He certainly needed the strike there. With one away and runner in scoring position, you're already trailing 5-0. You're running out of outs.
This one rolled softly to third. Espinoza charges, scoops, throws, not in time. And Walraff is safe. Ogden advances to third.
Ball kind of died in the grass a little bit. Espinoza with a solid throw across, but it was going to be tough to get him.
So the infield single will put runners at the corners, and
you can see the ball die just at the end there.
runners at the corners, one out. Brennan O'Brien at the plate. He's walked twice, struck out once. Check on Walraff, and he slides back safely, and that was a good pickoff move from Nicholas Bradley.
Actually got Joe Smith at the plate for the Bengals. Number 9.
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 Runner is going. Petrov will throw. Nice stop by Fierce, but then turns away, and coming home on the double steal is Connor Ogden.
Yeah, good heads-up play by Ogden. Increase that lead to 6-0.
Well, the throw to the wrong side of second. Nice stop by Fierce, but his momentum kind of took him so that he was facing away from home plate.
His back was to it. You can see it there.
And you see him late to react to the runner from third going home. And the double steal puts the Bengals on top by 6. And now 2-0 to Smith. Three and 0. Hit foul out of play, and
almost.
I thought it was going for the truck, and then
it kind of curved away.
The positive energy from within the CTN vehicle deflected the path of the ball.
Neal would have dropped his pizza.
3-1. Smith able to get a piece of that curveball and stay alive. Full count. Runners at second base is Ben Walraff. That one skipped out of the glove of Petrov, and Walraff will advance to third as Smith walks down to first. So now runners at the corners. Still only one out, one already across here in the 6th inning. A 6-run lead for the Bengals here in the top of the 6th inning. Dave Gillen.
Actually, it's Dylan Johnson at the plate for the Bengals, number 33.
Smith is going. The throw has him, but the double steal will bring Walraff home from third. Second out of the inning for the Cardinals.
There you see it again. Then there's the throw
And a great
Down.
throw
It was a really good
from
throw.
Ricky and from his knees. They catch the runner, but that allowed Walruff to come home and push that lead to 7. Johnson gets hit. So base runner at first for Parker Dahlman with 2 out here in the 6th. This one skied to short center field. It's Jermu who comes over from left to make the catch and end the inning, but 2 more runs, just 1 hit, 1 left. For the Bengals in the 6th, they lead 7-0 on CTN.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family for home fires.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
It's a unique piece of color that we found on the sidelines here. Coon Rapids fans haven't had much to cheer about so far. Their team trailing in the late innings by 7. Andrew Racine will lead off here in the 6th. Barnier has been pretty much cruising.
Well, yeah, and he's been
incredibly efficient.
I was just going to say, he's been extremely efficient.
Two and 0. Most pitches he's thrown in an inning to this point, 13 back in the 2nd inning.
Very impressive.
Pitch called a strike on the inside edge, 2-1.
Yeah, sometimes when you get in that groove and you really feel it.
Yeah, if you're averaging just barely over 10 pitches an inning, you're having a nice outing.
Yes, you are.
One down in the dirt, 3-1. Three-one pitch from Barnier in there for a strike, and it's a full count. This is now the longest at bat of the ball game for a Coon Rapids hitter.
You know, they're aggressive. They like to be aggressive and swing at the first offering.
That is ball 4. Just the second walk issued by Barnier. He walked the leadoff man in the first on 4 pitches. Had recorded 15 outs between the two. Back to the top of the order for Coon Rapids. Jackson Fierce, a walk, and a line drive to first that started a double play. This one hit to left. Gillen tracking, makes the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, again, first pitch. Made Gillen move a little bit to his right.
Yeah, a lot of Coon Rapids at bats that have ended on the first or second pitch. Dominic Espinoza hit into a double play his first time up, a ground ball to second in the 4th. Now with a runner at first and 1 away, it takes a pitch in the dirt, 1-0.
Nice job by Hellberg again to stay in front of that baseball, make sure that the base runner would not advance.
Oh, he's got a job. He's got a job.
Up high, 2-0. Oh, I didn't see when Lucas LeBrant took over on base. He'd been coaching first, and now he's running for Racine. And Racine will coach first.
Just trade positions.
Interviewing you for what? What's the city interviewing you for? Wow, then he's going to be in charge of your money and shit, you know?
Espinoza fouls that one back out of play, 2-1.
And we're sitting here in the bottom of the 6th, and the Cardinals yet to score a run and trailing by 7. They'd like to get something going. They've got another game after this, but they'd like to be able to get a little offense going before that happens.
Espinoza fouls another one out of play, 2-2.
Right towards the house.
LeBrant will go on 2-2. Pitches up high. Hellberg's throw is not in time. A stolen base for LeBrant and a 3-2 count for Espinoza.
Yeah, you got a good jump off the ball, and now you get a runner in scoring position.
How are you going to do stat catch? How are you going to do stat catch?
And another pitch up high. Second walk of the inning for Barnier.
I have a little something cooking with only 1 out and 2 base runners.
Well, and some big hitters coming up with Ricky Petroff and Jack Varsity on deck. Patrick Wright behind him, then Parker Roloff. That's 4 guys in a row that could put some power behind their swings. The Cardinals really need all 4 of them to come through with big knocks.
They do. They do, trailing by 7. And we're in the bottom of the 6th.
Petroff underneath that one, strike 1, 0-1. Wanted that one. He put the big uppercut swing on the fastball and just came up empty. Pitch stays high, 1-1. LeBrant is going. This one hit into right field. There for it is Vogel. He makes the catch. The throw back to second is bobbled, and getting back safely is LeBrant before Walref can recover the ball.
Yeah, he's fortunate because if that would have been a throw to the bag, that would have been a double play. Because he was already all the way down to third base at the time the ball was caught. And
Walref just bobbled it and couldn't corral it.
He couldn't keep his foot on the bag either.
Varsity fouls it back and out of play. Longest inning thus far for Austin Barnier. He's got runners at first and second, 2 outs. He's given up just 2 hits this far in the ballgame. This one grounded to third, scooped up by Ogden. He'll win the race to the base for out number 3. And we will go to the 7th. Blaine leading 7-0. You're watching live high school baseball on CTN.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Jules, spot me on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Are you looking for a fun activity for your school or civic group? Volunteer at the Coon Rapids Recycling Center. The center relies on 2 to 3 volunteers every week to help us manage the recyclables that come in and to guide guests throughout the facility. Special events such as paper shredding or the Green Expo require even more volunteers. Stop in and check us out.
Down to the final inning. Blaine up big. Chance to add to it here in the 7th.
Well, the Cardinals had a little something cooking last inning, and unfortunately they just couldn't produce any runs from it.
That's how you describe a game with 2 or an inning with 2 walks. That's how little they've had to going on all game long. Is when they had 2 walks in an inning.
And that hit him.
That's good. First pitch puts Hellberg on at first. Second hit batter for Bradley since he came on in relief with 2 outs in the 4th. That'll bring up the pitcher, Austin Barnier. Courtesy runner. Different courtesy runner as Joe Smith has entered.
That's Dylan Berg.
Well, since he was due up behind Austin Barnier, I'm going to guess that we have somebody else sitting there. Just a guess. They wouldn't.
It's a thought.
Looks like Hayden Zank in the on-deck circle.
You got you running with pizza?
Runner is going and up easily as it was missed by Petrov. I don't know. He got a great jump. I don't know if Ricky would have had a chance, but
I don't know. He had to backhand that ball, and it would have been tough.
2-0 now to Barnier. And out 3-0.
Bullpen quiet for the Cards. You'd like to see Bradley just finish this inning off.
4-pitch walk for Barnier. Puts 2 on with nobody out. And here comes Coach Mossy to have a word with his pitcher. Well, and they had Lucas LeBrant take over at second for Racine. Racine's another guy that would be looked to pitch, but you got a whole another game to go, too.
You do. That's why I'm saying you'd love to just get out of this inning. Of course, it would be a hard task in the bottom of the 7th if you're still trailing 7-0 to come back.
But you don't want to make it any harder.
No.
Hayden Zank, first at-bat of the ball game. Pitches in the dirt, 1-0. And Bradley struggling here. Has yet to throw a strike in the inning. They throw down to third. That throw gets away. Another run is going to come in.
Yeah, and he
Bernier goes over to second.
A good throw, I think, would have had him. We just lofted that over Espinoza.
There's a pitch for a strike, 2-1. Gets another one in there to even the count, 2-2. Chopped to first. Scooped by Wright. Tags the bag. For the first out of the inning, over to third goes Bernier. It's not Bernier. That's O'Brien on first. Connor Ogden has reached base all 3 times. 2-run single in the second. Pair of walks since then. He's scored twice. Fouls this to the backstop, 1-1. Down, and it gets away from Petrov. He's able to scramble to it quickly to keep Bernier from trying to come home. Two and one now to Connor Ogden. Wow, was he in front of that?
Yes, he was.
That bat hit his left shoulder about the time the ball got to the dirt in front of home plate. Pokes this one straight up behind second. Back is LeBrant. He makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, he does a good job of making sure he runs that ball in. Hits shallow enough so O'Brien cannot advance.
And now Tyler Vogel. Vogel 0 for 2. Couple of strikeouts and a walk. Looks at a pitch for a strike, 0-1. This one skied to short right. Back on it is LeBrant, and diving for it was Petra or Roloff, but he comes up empty. And coming home was O'Brien with run number 9. Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. What run was it?
Number 9.
Number 9.
It'll be an RBI single. It was a great effort by Roloff. Just couldn't quite track it. And again, it's just one of those balls not hit very hard, but to the perfect part of the field that makes it so difficult for either fielder to get to it. Back to the top of the order, Ben Walriff. Walriff 1 for 4. Scored a run, drove one in. Oh, went back to a 2-0 game. We'll take that. There it goes. Gave it hope. I thought that got a piece of Walriff, but apparently not, as it goes to the backstop. And he stays in the batter's box. Over to second on the wild pitch is Vogel. This one hit back up the middle. LeBrant fields, throws to right for out number 3, but 2 more runs on just 1 hit in the 7th inning. It's 9-0 Blaine going to the bottom of the 7th on CTA.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Back at Wintercrest Park. Coon Rapids down to the last 3 outs. They only need 9 runs. Can be done.
It can be done.
But I'll tell you, Barnier's been cruising.
And he's looking for the complete game.
Yeah, 70 pitches. And, you talk so much about having depth and having bullpen. Patrick Wright chops this one to second. Walraff fields, throws, out number 1. And that always helps when the opposition is swinging at the first pitch.
Well, yeah, and and the Cardinals' bats certainly have not been hot here this evening so far, and of course they have another game to get that corrected. But
and that's what I was going to say. You talk about having depth in your bullpen is always great, but especially on a night you play a doubleheader, if you can get the starter in game 1 to go all the way, it gives you a lot of options in game 2. Hellberg a little shaken up.
Deep breaths.
Yeah, just got to walk it off a little bit.
Deep breaths.
Everybody in the ballpark understands.
Yeah.
Smile from his pitcher.
Yeah.
Barnier able to come back with the called strike. Even the counts will roll off 1-1. Parker just has one of the 2 hits in the ball game for the Cardinals. Pitch is low, 2-1. This one hit into right. Waiting on it is Vogel. He's there for the catch, out number 2.
Yeah, he didn't have to move very much to record that out. They went away from their second victory of the year.
Nathan Clark trying to spark a big 2-out rally.
It would be big.
But at this point, as you talked about in the last inning, just to get anything on the board and get a little something out of the offense would be nice for this Cardinals team. Again, the first game, by this time in the summer, they should have played 25, 30
exactly.
games.
Well, that's what we talked
or
about.
Or more.
We weren't even sure they would get any games in.
And I'm so glad that they are.
Oh, so am I.
But, first game, got to get those first game jitters out.
Yep.
That's what we're going to blame it on. We're going to call it the first game jitters. Bengals came in with that big 2 games of experience under their belt from last night.
Can we use that same excuse? Even though
I always do. I still do. Always will.
Yep.
Fastball in for a strike. Barnier ahead or behind in the count, 2-1. Clark grounds it back. Barnier, nice stick. Easily over to Dahlman for out number 3. And he completes the game with a shutout, just 2 hits allowed. Very solid night.
Yeah, he really did have a solid night.
Just 9 pitches in the final inning.
And as you mentioned, the fact they played 2 yesterday, they're playing 2 today. Your starting pitcher goes the complete game. You get an opportunity to rest your arm.
Well, and Coon Rapids hoping for a little bit better start, but they've got another one to try and bounce back. And we'll have that game for you as well here on CTN, but that's going to do it for this edition. Again, the final score from Wintercrest, it's Blaine 9, Coon Rapids 0. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.